Hello, good friends. It's Andrew. I don't know why I'm speaking in an accent. I've been around foreign people all weekend. I wanted to give you guys an update on what happened this weekend. We'll probably be putting out a YouTube video on it because it was so much fun. It was literally the coolest competitive event I've ever done in my life. So, for those who followed the Instagram stories that Sean and I are putting out, Sean and I went to Salt Lake City. It was significant in the sense that it's kind of our last trip before baby comes. So probably the last time we'll be on a plane for a couple months, don't you think, babe?
Yeah, yeah.
She agrees. So we're trying to make the most of it. But ASICS brought us into Salt Lake City along with 30 other world-class athletes, and the concept was something called the Eternal Run. Okay. They didn't give us any information about it. They kept it super ambiguous on purpose. But we had to do this like benchmark running test ahead of time for them to understand like how good of a runner we are and how in shape we are. So anyway, we show up and it's a bunch of these like freak athletes, like English Premier League soccer players, elite CrossFitters, Olympic runners, the guy who's gonna make it for the US. And
Dang, babe, stop.
are you naked?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Stop what?
Bragging about yourself.
Did you get embarrassed?
What?
You got embarrassed right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Can
this
you
is
see me?
this is the Patreon update.
Can you see me?
I can see your head a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, brought us in on Thursday, and then we had this big powwow on Friday night where they gave us a little bit of information. So what it was is they took us out. What this Eternal Run was they took us out to the Utah Salt Flats, which if you haven't seen it, look it up. They're epic. It's literally like a desert of an area, and they have mountains in the background.
Mars.
It's like a different world. Sean said it's like Mars, and I agree. They said we were going to be leaving at 3 a.m. to go out there, and what the race was is everybody was given an assigned pace per mile that they had to run at or faster at for as long as they could. If you ran slower than your assigned pace per mile and you got 3 strikes, then they pulled you out of the race. So theoretically, what they did was equalized everybody's like running condition so that it was a test for mental strength, and it was a competitor's dream.
Something about the electronics.
The electronics?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How you weren't allowed to have any music,
That's
any
right.
watches, any GPS,
So
nothing.
so because it was just for mental strength, they didn't want you to have any like crutches, like headphones in, listen to music or podcasts. You couldn't have, you couldn't, I had no idea what time it was or how long I was out there. And because we were in like this desert, there was nothing to like, there's no landmarks to look forward to hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally just running out in the middle of this other world. And so we started about 6 a.m. as the sun was rising. Sean took some awesome video of it. And it was just like, go. So everybody ran out in different directions. They didn't have a starting line. They had the starting arc because they could. And so I was out there, and I was just telling myself my life story. I was watching the sunrise, said a couple prayers, thought about babes, and started to try to write a children's book. By the way, hopefully I can remember what I said out there, and we can make that children's book happen. But I ended up outlasting the Olympic marathon runner.
Well,
Kind of. Asterisk mark-ish. He had a marathon to do like the next week, so he couldn't be too toast. And then I finished 4th. So I was out there for just under 3 hours and ran like 14 and a half miles. It was really tough. It was amazing because I'd never done anything to test my mental strength like that. But it was really, really cool. And it was all to like promo this new shoe they have called the Glide Ride that is supposed to help you conserve energy. So that's why they had us do this like endurance event. But it was awesome. Sean, you had fun, didn't you?
I was so jealous.
We were pretty tired afterwards. My hamstrings are still cramping up. I'm pretty toast. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys the update because I was so stoked on this. I want to like organize one in Nashville. Comment down below what you think about this event and if you would be down to do it. Again, it's like, so if you're not a good runner, they would just assign you a slower pace, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like literally, how long can you stay out there? It was so cool. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Have a great week. This is Sean and Andrew out. Sean, time to put some clothes on, okay?
No.
Quit being naked for the camera.
I hate clothes.